The thud shook the floor. Not just the floor. My world. Air left my lungs in a gasp. A sharp yelp. Not me. Too small. My own bulk blurred my vision. A suffocating wall. Panic clawed at my throat. Whimpers. Choked. Fading. Then I saw it. A patch of golden fur. A little paw, twitching. Underneath me. My leg. My monstrous, heavy leg. All 300 kilos of me. Crushing him. Buster. Oh God. His whimpers grew faint. My fault. All my fault. This body. This immense, unyielding weight. This cage. It wasn't always this way. I used to dance. I used to run. I remember the feel of the ground beneath my feet, light and free. The sun on my face. Laughter. Now, this. A monument of shame. Trapped. And now, my only constant, my loyal Buster, was trapped beneath me. Dying. Because of me. No. This couldn't be happening. My heart hammered against my ribs, a frantic drumbeat of terror. Buster. My sweet boy. His whimpers, so faint now, were like tiny daggers twisting in my gut. This wasn't just an accident. This was me. All of me. My colossal, out-of-control body. A testament to years of choices, of giving up. I was 38. A woman who, not so long ago, had danced, had run, had felt the joy of movement. Now, movement was a chore. A monumental effort for every breath, every shuffle, every attempt to rise from the chair that had become my throne and my cage. My lungs burned, always working overtime, pushing air through a body that demanded too much. Sweat beaded on my forehead, even in the cool room, from the sheer exertion of existing. My clothes, once stylish, now just oversized fabric sacks, stretched tight over every roll and curve, barely containing the sheer volume of me. They didn't fit. Nothing really fit anymore. Not my clothes, not this life. My home. Once, this house buzzed with life. Laughter, music, the smell of fresh baking. Michael and I had filled it with memories, with vibrant colors and open spaces. Now it was a tomb of forgotten things. Stacks of unread books, empty takeout containers tucked into corners, layers of dust clinging to everything like a second skin. It mirrored me, cluttered, overwhelmed, a shell of what it once was. My solitude, chosen and then forced, had filled these rooms with silence, broken only by Buster's gentle snores or the creak of my chair. And now, this awful, strangled sound beneath me. Buster. My only constant. My lifeline. And I was crushing him. My fault. All my fault. My fault. All my fault. It always came back to me. To this body. This weight. It wasn't just the fall. It was everything that led to it. Every single day. Waking up was a battle. My joints screamed. Knees, hips, back. A constant, dull ache. Always there. Breathing was its own struggle. Just sitting up took monumental effort. My lungs burned, pushing air into a chest that felt perpetually squeezed. I'd lean against the headboard, catching my breath. Sweat already on my skin. Then came the clothes. Forget finding something that fit. That word didn't apply. It was about finding something that hid. Something that stretched, covered. Something that didn't pinch. My dresser held oversized t-shirts, worn-out sweats. Black was my go-to. Black was supposed to be slimming, right? A joke. They were just fabric sacks. Shapeless, sad, clinging to every roll. They didn't make me feel smaller. They just confirmed how truly massive I was. Each morning was a ritual of shame. Another layer of camouflage, hoping to disappear. My world had shrunk. Not just the house, but a few rooms in it. Bedroom, living room, kitchen. Sometimes, the porch. The mailbox, just feet from the door, felt like a marathon. A mountain. I get winded thinking about it. Each step was heavy. My breath came in ragged gasps. People would stare. Or I imagined it. Either way, I retreated further. I hadn't seen my full reflection in years. The bathroom mirror? Covered. only glimpse my face sometimes. Never the whole picture. I didn't want to see the stranger. The woman I'd become. The one who'd let herself go. Social events? A thing of the past. Michael would try. Laura's having a barbecue, he'd say. Might be nice. But the thought, the effort, the stairs, the tiny chairs, the forced smiles. I'd always make an excuse. Headache. Tired. The truth. Too big. Too ashamed. Too afraid. And food. Oh, food. My oldest friend. My comfort. Silent confidant. When sadness hit, old memories surfaced, things I pushed down, disappointments, feeling not enough, food was there. A warm, sugary hug. A greasy, salty distraction. The taste, the texture, a brief escape from the churning mess in my head. It filled the emptiness. For a little while. Then came the guilt. The shame. The familiar cycle. Eat to numb, gain weight, feel worse, eat again. A terrible loop. A trap I'd built for myself, one bite at a time. Now I was literally trapped. And Buster was paying the price. All because of me. All because of me. And Buster. My little Buster. My heart ached for him. He's just a scruffy terrier mix, you know? Not much bigger than a small bowling ball. All wiry fur. A bit of an underbite. And eyes that see right into your soul. I found him at the shelter. A tiny ball of nerves. Now he's my shadow. Always has been. He follows me everywhere. If I move from the bed to the couch, he's right there. If I manage to get to the kitchen, he's underfoot. Never more than a few feet away. My furry, silent sentinel. He's the only one who truly understands. Or at least, he doesn't judge. He just loves. Unconditionally. That's powerful. Especially when you feel so unlovable. He doesn't care about my size. Doesn't care about the extra folds. He just wants to be near me. A soft nudge of his head against my hand. A happy sigh when he curls up next to me. Those little moments. They're everything. They keep me tethered. Keep me from completely disappearing. Most mornings, he's the reason I open my eyes. A wet nose. A little whimper. A desperate need to go outside. He makes me move. Makes me push myself. Just a little. A few steps to the door. A few more to let him out. It's hard. So hard. Each step a battle. Each breath a struggle. But he needs me. And that need. It's a lifeline. Without him, I'd just stay in bed. Days would blend into weeks. Weeks into months. I know I would. He's my purpose. My one true companion in this shrinking world. His energy? It's amazing. He's a little firecracker. Chasing dust bunnies. Barking at the mailman. Zooming through the house, even though it's getting smaller for him too. His joy is infectious. It cuts through the fog. The self-pity. The constant shame. He reminds me there's still life. Still light. Even here. In this dim, quiet house. My little ray of sunshine. And now. Now he was suffering. Because of me. Because of this weight. This terrible, crushing weight. My only true friend. My reason for living. And I was killing him. Slowly. The thought was unbearable. It clawed at my insides. Ripped at my heart. Make it stop. Please. Make it stop. The afternoon sun barely pierced the heavy curtains. Just enough to highlight the dust motes dancing in the air. I was slumped in my favorite armchair. The one Michael had reinforced years ago. My eyes were half closed. The TV droned on. Some old movie. I wasn't really watching. Just existing. Trying to push away the heavy shroud of guilt. That awful feeling that I was a burden. A danger. Even to my sweet Leo. My hand dangled. The remote slipped. Clattered to the floor. Right under the coffee table. Of course. It always did. I sighed. A deep, weary sound. Everything felt like too much effort these days. Even bending. Even reaching. Leo was dozing nearby. Curled into a furry ball. A warm, comforting weight against my foot. He twitched an ear. Let out a soft, contented snuffle. He trusted me. And that trust. It was a knife in my gut. "Just a second, buddy," I mumbled. I leaned, shifted my weight. Every movement was a chore, a carefully calculated maneuver. My body groaned in protest. Joints ached, muscles screamed. But I needed the remote, needed to change the channel, distract myself from everything. I stretched. My fingers brushed the cool plastic. Almost. Just a little further. I pushed, leaned harder. My balance. It was always precarious. A tightrope walker on a slack line. One wrong move, one little wobble, and then it happened. A sudden shift. A lurch. My center of gravity. It felt like it completely disappeared. One moment I was leaning, the next I was falling. Time seemed to slow. My breath hitched. A gasp caught in my throat. I tried to brace myself. My arms flailed. Useless. My vast body was a runaway train. Unstoppable. Heading for impact. The floor rushed up to meet me. Cold. Hard. Unforgiving. A bone-jarring thud. A sickening, all-encompassing crash. The air exploded from my lungs. Pain bloomed. Everywhere. 1,000 tiny needles. A dull, heavy ache. My head swam. Stars exploded behind my eyes.